Welcome guys to another bullet journal video. Today we're going to be doing our long-awaited January monthly Bujo setup. This year we're in a white Archer and Olive bullet journal, and I really wanted to keep things simple in this one and also with a lot of like light pastel colors this year. I don't know why, I just wanted to change up the aesthetic for this one journal. So we're going to try going for some lighter pastel colors for the whole year. So we're just starting out with the January, like the first page, cover page, something like that. And I'm just hand lettering in the word January with a Crayola super tip in this really like fine light pink color, but not too bright pink, but also not too pale. And then I'm going to be doing this weird little line art flower thing that I've really enjoyed doing lately. I really like these messy fine liner line looks where I go over the line multiple times, and I don't know, I just like the way it really looks. So I'm just using a Sakura Pigma Micron fine liner. Dear gosh. And then I'm going to use some more Crayola super tips. I'm just going to lay it down on the side and essentially just scribble in some color on the center part of the petals. Not in any kind of like patterned way. It's just kind of messy and in and out of lines and just squiggly everywhere. Essentially scribbles of color. And yeah, we're going to move on to the next spread. This one is going to be our month at a glance, so the big calendar page. And this month I decided to do free-floating boxes instead of our normal singular line calendar. So this whole thing took a while, as you can imagine, drawing all of these lines to create the boxes for every single day. So in a few seconds, we're going to speed up the clip so you're not bored watching me draw in 31 5x5 squares. If you don't want to watch me draw all of these boxes, please feel free to skip ahead to the next part. Alright, now we're going to grab that other Crayola super tip in sort of like beigey color. We're going to do a quick hand lettering of the word January up at the top of the page, of course. So this month I only used 3 colors, that pink, this beige, and a light blue, which you saw in the cover page on the flower. And then I'm going to use the pink and the blue to go to write down the days of the week. And as you saw, I messed up and put Monday first, but you guys, if you know me well enough, I'm a Sunday starter. I don't know why. I think I was just thinking it in my head a lot, and I did the same thing, like the same mistake in the weekly setup. And then I tried to fix it and realized that I used the wrong color. It should have been blue and I used pink. So that's my little boo-boo. I also wrote the word goals on the sidebar over there, and I'm just going to fill out some monthly goals that sort of correspond with my yearly goals from my 2021 bullet journal setup. Now I'm just going to fill in the days of the month on the bottom right corner of every single square. Oh, I also use a gray, light gray, mild liner as like a little bit of an accent color at some points, just to help with that mild palette that I have going on, but I didn't want it to be blue, pink, or beige, so I used the gray to kind of offset that. Now I'm just going in, filling in some of the bills or important dates that I know I have monthly in the calendar, and also when school starts this month / this semester. And then we're just going to draw or roughly color some blurbs at the bottom right hand corner of the spread, and then we're going to use my fine liner and do that same wonky line art for the bottom of the spread, just to kind of tie it all together. And then we're on to the next spread, which is, and then I forgot actually that I wanted to use my new A5 bullet journal calendars that I have on my shop at the bottom of my cover page. I first peeled it and realized that actually I want to see where it'd fit nicely first, and then decided to put it down. And yeah, it actually turned out really nice. I like this. It's really small and cute. And then I went back and also added some of my craft story stickers, just as a little decoration by the flowers. Just to add a little something. So we are now moving on to the expense tracker. And next up is the blue color that I was talking about. Now, you can't really see the color because it's also over the pencil that I forgot to erase. I did go back and erase it later, so you can see it a lot better in person, but I am sorry that you can't actually see the hand lettering because of the pencil underneath. But notice my wonky can't write in a straight line to save my life title. Yeah, that's me. My expenses are going to be a little, like the table, itself is going to be a little bit different this time. Just a little more simplified. Because I'm not working at the moment, I don't have cash flow. So I took that out as a column, and I'm also not tracking income really on these. It's more of what I'm spending on. So I also took out the plus minus because I realized that I'm just tracking what's going out. So I have a column for date, description, cash, debit, Visa, and then the amount. And that's it. And then we're going to decorate the bottom inner corners. After I stuck down the stickers, I realized that this meant that I couldn't put anything else down there, so c'est la vie. But I used my craft circle story stickers once again, and then I used some Plan by Jysla printables, that, like December printables, I believe, for her patrons, dear God. Next, we're working on our monthly budget and our brain dump pages. So I decided to do a monthly budget because I really need to budget and figure out what's going on with my financial situation. So I have an incoming side and then an outgoing side. I have a lot of outgoing ideas, mainly for things that I want to do for the shop, but of course I have to budget and make sure that I have enough for bills, etc. And the other side is just a brain dump, which I have actually pretty much almost used up already, and it's only the 2nd of January. In the center of the page, I'm doing another floral drawing, surprise, surprise. We're using all 3 colors and 2 craft circle story stickers to tie it all together. Next, we're going to be doing our timetable. So in January, I start back up in semester 2 of school. So I need to create a new timetable spread so I know when I have class. This semester is going to be a little different because I also have placement this semester. But the problem is I don't know what's going on with it yet, like when we're going to be doing it, because I have class 4 out of 5 days at the moment, and usually when I do placement it's been like a 3-day thing. So I don't know when they plan to have us doing placement, and personally I don't think it's fair that they'd make us do it on a weekend. I don't normally go to school on a weekend, so I don't like, just because we're all at home for COVID, I just don't think it's appropriate or fair for us. And they also took away our reading week, which I think is very unfair because it doesn't change the fact that students are very stressed while in school, and having that week off gives you the chance to de-stress and, you know, relax for a week or catch up on your readings or your schoolwork. But we didn't get one last semester, and they also canceled it this semester as well, which I don't think is very smart, but I can't really change anything on that fact. So I haven't filled out my timetable also because it could change. It happened last semester. I'm really hoping it didn't because I obviously chose this schedule for a reason. So I haven't quite filled it in yet, but I did write down on the side over there what classes I have, which are all color-coded, and the teacher who is teaching them. And I also have a pencil slot for Saturday, which I haven't drawn out in pen yet because I still don't know what's going on with placement, which is scheduled for Saturday, but like I said, I have no idea. It's all up in the air right now. But yeah. It's color-coded because in the next spread, I do a semester at a glance where I color-code all of my assignments that are due, based on the classes and what day I have the class. So, as you can see, we are now doing that spread. It's called Semester at a Glance, and I got this idea from a paper that I got from George Brown when I first started my program there, and that was 4 years ago. And it really helped me to organize my assignments and tests and important things that were due for each class, and helped me to stay on top of things. So every year I do this now because I know it works for me. So in this one I have 6 columns. I totally forgot not to do the 6th column for Saturday, but it's there now. But anyways, I number them. School this semester is 13 weeks in total, and with each week I give it two lines, I guess, to fill out any assignments and stuff that are due. And then on the sidebar, I just number the weeks, so 1 to 13, and then I also number them in terms of the start date. So in week 1 of classes, I know that Monday is January 18th, so I will write J18 just so I know what day that is starting Monday, so I can also keep track of it through regular days, March 3rd, etc. Am I explaining that properly? I don't know. Yeah. But once I get all the syllabi, I essentially use all those color-coded pens, and I write down all assignments that are due on what days, and I also fill in the weight of each assignment or test, so 20%, 15%, 5%, whatnot, so that I can keep track of what's important, they're all important, but you get what I mean. And then at the bottom, I fill out the course code, the name of the course, the professor, and that's it, I think. Yeah, that's it. Just so that I know which color links to which course. Oh, and I'm using the Muji gel pens to write these out. I find these pens are awesome, and these ones are in the 0.5s. I find the 0.38s really scratchy, and yes, I love fine pens, but I hate the scratchiness of it, so I prefer the 0.5s from Muji. They're just so much smoother, and I use those to color code my courses. And then we're just doing some more floral line art drawings in the side, the bottom right of each page, and done. So next we're going into our first weekly spread. I'm keeping it simple for the first 3 weeks, only because I'm not doing anything for the first 3 weeks. I don't have class until the 18th, so I don't need to make some spreads that are big enough so that I can make lists and lists of things that I need to do for each class. So it's simple, like our December weekly setup for now until school starts. So I just wrote January at the top as a header with a little 3 to 9, which tells me that it's from the 3rd to the 9th. And then I separate the one page separate the one page into 7 sections for each day of the week. I think each section is 5 dot spaces apart. Yeah. Is it 5? Yes, it's 5. 5 dot spaces apart. And then what I'm going to do is alternate between the blue, pink, and the beige, and do florals in the for each day of the week on the left-hand side. So first I'm just starting out with the colors. I like to put in some splurges, like little blobs of color. First, oh my god, I almost lost my Crayola pen. Marker, yeah. And then I go back in with the fine liner and just draw in those little line art doodles. And I like to be a little more like sketchy and loose with these. I don't want them too perfect. I want them to look like sketched out almost, but with fine liner. I'm really enjoying these flowers though. They look so cute. And then I randomly drew one flower, not like the others. I don't know why, but there it is. Next, I take a bigger fine liner and I just write the number, the day of the month at the top of each flower, just to keep it simple and contained in that little area. So 3 to 9 all the way down. And then I make that mistake of writing Monday on that first one. And I realize, oh god, I'm a Sunday start. What am I doing? Shout out to you guys on Planned by Jysla's Discord who like Monday starts. So I use the Archer Olive acrylograph in white to white out that first MO to change to SU. And while that dries, I decide to go back to my timetable page and add a flower doodle. But first we're going to put down some craft circle story stickers. And then I draw in the line art first. For some reason, I decided to do the line art first. I don't know why. But who knows? And then I go in with the Crayola Super Tips and add pops of color from there. And I just scribble in some color. Again, it's not precise or anything like that. I wanted it to look rough and just like out of the lines, and I don't know, I like that look. And now we're just going to fix that mistake, and we are, I think, done. I hope you guys enjoyed January's bullet journal setup. I did a little more this time, but obviously because school is starting again. But I still really like this simple, clean, minimal colors, minimal look, line art flowers, pastel colors. It gives me the shivers. But I love it so much. And thank you guys so much for watching and for supporting me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.